Number 14, Kansas State wins basketball, lost to number 17, Baylor, 79-62. So what exactly happened? I apologize for looking down because I can't memorize all this stuff. And I'm going to just address the elephant in the room right now. Aoki Lee did not play in the game, actually. In fact, Baylor did not even have Darion Little Page Bugs travel for the game due to like a knee injury that's not season ending. In addition, during the game, Bella Fonovoy got hurt and never came back. So they did it despite being down two starters. It just goes to show the depth of the team. And this is huge for the Big 12 standings. Baylor's now 15-2, while Kansas State's 13-4, which pretty much guarantees Baylor's going to be a top 2 seed in the Big 12 tournament. Now I'm just going to go over the stats here. And Kansas State shot 42.1% from the field on 57 attempts. However, 13.3% on threes on 15 attempts. 75% on free throws on 16 attempts. 38 rebounds. 14 offensive. 13 assists. 8 steals. 4 blocks. 18 turnovers. 14 fouls. How many points off the bench? 2 plus 1. That's 3 plus 4. That's 7. Plus 7. That's 14 points. And only 2 double-digit scores combined for 36 points. Only 2. And 2 other players scored 6 more points in this game combined for 14. I mean, 7 plus 7. Now, Baylor had 18 bench points and 4 double-digit scores. I literally combined for, okay, the non-double-digit scores, by the way, combined for 2 plus 8, that's 10. Plus 3, that's 13 points. So, 66 points from 4 players. And Jada Walker was close to a double-double herself. I mean, 8 points on 3 for 6 shooting, over 1 on threes, 2 for 3 on free throws. And she did have 11 assists in the game besides like 3 rebounds, 1 offensive, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, and 2 fouls. So. But Aaron Vonleh dominated this game. 24 points on 10 for 15 shooting. 0 for 1 on threes, but that 3 was like garbage time. Made all 4 free throws, 12 rebounds, half offensive, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. She did have 4 fouls though, but that's besides the point. And Baylor shot better in all areas when compared to Kansas State, to be honest. 43.3% from the field on 67 attempts, 39.7% on 39.3% on 3-pointers on 28 attempts, 76.9% on free throws on 13 attempts. 34 rebounds, 14 offenses. Yeah, they didn't get as many rebounds, but they made more shots. 19 assists, 11 steals, so they had a lot of steals in the game. 4 blocks, 11 turnovers, 19 fouls. And what's crazy is Kansas State was favored by 7.5 points. Clearly, that did not happen. Kansas State didn't cover. In fact, they flat out lost. And points out, I'm going to go over points out turnovers, points in the paint, and fast break points as well. And points out turnovers favored Baylor 16-9. And fast break points did favor Kansas State 8-6. Points in the paint did favor Baylor 34-30. And Baylor never trailed in this game. Never. So what are these two teams are going forward besides the Big 12 tournament for the last game of the year? Well, Kansas State, you got to go on the road to Iowa State, and they're a desperate team right now. The bracketology has not been released yet this week, but they're one of the last 4 teams in the NCAA tournament, and that's on March 2nd. Now, Baylor has TCU coming up next on March 2nd as well. And I would think TCU is going to beat Houston. Let's just be real. It's at home for TCU. And Houston's the worst team in the league. You can't deny that. And at all, and they only have like 6 healthy players, so yeah, I don't see TCU losing to them. But then again, who thought Houston was going to beat Oklahoma State? And that was the only conference win they got. So we'll see about both those injuries for Baylor going forward. And Aoki Lee, I think she just rushed it too quick, or the coaches, or somebody was rushing her back. Whether it's her directly, the head coach, or the trainers. You're coming off of a foot fracture and you rushed it. And this definitely has impact for NCAA tournament seeding. Because I think Kansas State's no longer going to be host for the first 2 rounds. I don't see that happening now. especially if you lose your next game to Iowa State in Ames. But even if you do win, I don't think it's going to help you enough. While Baylor, I think, has a better chance to be a host. And obviously, next game's against TCU, and if they win that game, they should be hosting the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament. And we'll see about the Big 12 tournament, like seeding and everything, but down the line, especially for the tournament. So anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more money if this course like the video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithms. More people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and subscribe, hit subscribe button, freak the notification bell as well. And I'm going to mention one other thing. This was a rough show, to say the least. And I'm going to call out those officials by name. And they are Michael Murray, Brian Hall, and Gina Cross. It was a total ref show, especially in the second half. And I know there were questionable calls on Kansas State too, but look at the foul count and everything. Seriously, I don't know what they call sometimes. And some of those calls I get, but some of them it's like, no, that's not a foul. But that's just me.